Ew. Ew. Oh no. Ronnie, we have no sound coming on your end. Oh yes, the usual technical difficulties that we get on the show. It's fantastic. I still hear nothing. Somebody in the chat, let me know if this is me or if this is on Ronnie's end. I can't hear him at all. But this is the great stuff that you expect from us, from a technical point of view. But thank you very much for tuning in while we get our audio issues sorted out. Hey, there we go, Jaime. Appreciate that. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in here on a Wednesday. Thank you very much. Here on the Quarantine Kings, another light Wednesday. Not much going on in the sports world. Yes, Ron. Okay, so it is Ronnie that is muted. I'm not sure what's going on his end, but like I said, he is efforting to fix that as we speak. Yes, Nick, that actually sums it up perfectly. It is fucking embarrassing, boys. But yeah, again, while he is getting his issues sorted out here, we'll just go ahead and kind of jump into the show here. Like I said, Light Wednesday, big thing that's, I guess the big thing in the sports world that came out today is the NFL schedule release. I don't know, some people find that a pretty exciting thing. Myself, I'm kind of, just whatever about it. Like, I don't know. Well, again, a lot of people get hyped up just because it's the NFL's thing. The NFL machine tries to make everything bigger than it is on their end for marketing purposes. But see, Ronnie, I still can't hear you. Still can't hear you, man. Oh man, yeah. Do apologize. Nothing. I can see you talking, but I can't hear you. Hang on, let me. Yeah, there we go. do apologize for this, folks. This is this is not very professional. But again, so NFL schedule release happened today. Ronnie will jump in whenever he is available to. But I guess we'll just start with the overall NFL Week 1 schedule here. You can see that. You can kind of see that. That didn't turn out as big as I thought. But season opening with a Dallas against Tampa Bay game. Of course, that's kind of the standard is the defending champs. Defending champs. Actually, you know what? I see we have somebody on the line here. Maybe I will bring them on just that way we have more than just my annoying voice. So let's bring in on the let's go with the Canada Steak Burger hotline here. Canada Steak Burger. You can go get all the finest, not quite steaks, not quite burgers in San Diego there. But coming in on the hotline is CEO Nick. Nick Boss. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
For the fans there, courtesy flush.
Oh, thank you. Yes, appreciate that.
Oh God.
That sums up the show perfectly, I think.
Tyler, how are you?
It sounds like I'm doing better than you are. How you doing today?
Yeah, gas station sushi. I wish at this point I would have had Canada Steak Burger.
Oh man.
Oh,
gas station sushi. That's got to be rough.
Well, I mean, it's like it's all down the shitter pretty much with my Loyals investment. The Yankees right now pretty much not meeting expectations, so right down the shitter we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's
yes.
A disgrace to all sports entertainment. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Canadian burger. Yeah, that Canada Steak Burger. Look, sometimes things happen. Things get mixed up with the pipes, but we do appreciate Nick efforting to still be here despite his.
It is all right. It is.
But so I don't know. Have you got to check out the NFL schedule, or are you one of the people that gets excited for the NFL schedule release every year?
Yes, especially this year because I was really pulling through that Week 1 would be an NFC East matchup between the Eagles and the Giants. I'm really hoping for that. On another record, Aaron Rodgers, you could take your happy ass to Jeopardy. Oh, wait. They have a host now, so take your happy ass somewhere else.
Yeah, you are, of course, referencing and I don't know. Let me see if Ronnie. I don't see if we had. Oh my gosh, I can hear him. Ronnie, I think you got it working. Whatever.
Am
whatever
I
you
back?
did here.
Am I back?
Ronnie, you're back. We can hear you. We can hear you, Ronnie.
Because I'm upset. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at the loyal Landon at me, bro. I don't know what happened there at the beginning, but
Sabotage.
Look, we are back than ever. Anyway, we are here with you, taking your comments, taking your calls all the way through. Power flush.
And it just, again, sums up our show perfectly, I think.
That's pretty much where we're at right now.
It's the quad you expect from us.
Down the shitter.
Anything less would be uncivilized. But thank you for joining us. Thank you, CEO Nick, from your, kingly throne. Thank you, Tyler.
That thing's gold plated, I'm sure.
I don't know really where to go from here, but I'm just gonna say
down
Blake
the
Bortles
toilet.
is back.
Down the toilet. It's the only place we can go.
Future Super Bowl MVP Blake Bortles is back in the league, and that brings us to now.
Yeah. So that is some of the news coming out of the NFL today. Is that yes, Blake Bortles did sign to go play a 1-year deal with Green Bay. So we'll see how that affects Aaron Rodgers. That would be a hell of a flex if they were just like, all right, Aaron, your move now. We got our guy.
We got him. That's our guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The ultimate. Yes, I don't know. Those Canadian burgers, Sippy. Look, I'm going to vouch for him. They're pretty good. The guy is not Canadian. Again, he's Greek, obviously. I've seen the guy. Okay, but, we don't know what slips in there. But again, do not trash the good name of our good partner at Canada Steak Burger. Don't blame them.
It was not them.
I know.
Nick
had, Chevron sushi or whatever it was. And, again, caused a problem. But Blake Bortles, yes, he is signed. He is back in the league. And there is never a bad time to bring up this video. Well, there's 2 great comments in here, so I'm just going to throw that in.
When you wake up in the morning?
Usually just pissed.
Okay. What would you do if you weren't playing football?
If I wasn't playing football, working construction, ripping cigs.
Look, he'd probably be working construction, ripping cigs. I mean, the fact that he included the verb ripping, look, that's a man after my own heart. Like this guy is an average guy in some respects. Yes, talented enough to have some NFL jobs, but it always makes me laugh. Any invocation of Blake Bortles, I will never disparage the man.
So my question is, if you're in a bar now, well, if you're going to the bar, who would you take as a drinking buddy? Aaron Rodgers or Bortles?
Obviously Bortles.
Bortles is drinking you under the table. You're partying with that guy all night.
Aaron Rodgers is not there to hang out. He's gonna, I'll grab a beer or something, and then he just goes out, half empty cup. All right, you're lame, bro. Go host Jeopardy. You're already annoying enough. Bortles is for the bros. He's down for the hang. That's my guy.
Rodgers would be the type of person to order wine at the bar. Well, everyone's
Are you ripping cigs? Or are you ripping something else?
He's ripping. He's definitely ripping something else.
Something else. Oh.
I think it's a good time to mention all ripping comments on the program brought to you by Arkansas Slims. Legitimate sportsbook. Very legitimate, by the way. Totally above board. Extremely legal. Do not doubt that. But yes.
So legal you shouldn't even talk to anybody about it. Just don't even mention it. Yeah. That's how legal it is.
It's so legal, don't even question it. I mean,
yeah.
What do you have to worry about? So I am worried about what is going on with Nick over there. But Real quick, I do want to hit you up. Lakers got that Knicks ass last night.
All right.
Although I will say, Julius Randle, solid.
I will give it to you. Yes, overtime victory, 2 points. Julius Randle balled out. But I will ask you this: at what cost? At what cost was this W?
I mean, LeBron didn't play. He was there in a very tropical courtside fit with his turquoise T-shirt and shorts combo. So, he's resting. He'll be back. AD played okay. THT, dude, I like the fact that the Lakers have pulled these guys out of the D-League, but THT, man, I don't know. Like, yes, I was texting a friend of the program, Eric Mullen, last night, converted Laker fan. Yes, he's a bigger size point guard that can defend. But also, I just get nervous every time he has the ball in his hands. Like, it seems like the ball is like 20 feet away from him every time he has it. Like, he's too, like, someone's going to rip that out of your hands. Like, I don't like that. And usually, yes, he will do some wild pass, turn it over. But he hit the big three, shout out. Credit where credit is due. So, the Lakers, we just got to survive and advance, get in these playoffs, stay out of the play-in game.
I mean, well, do you? But at the same time, too, are you focused on bringing LeBron and AD back into the playing game, or is it like, hey, you know what? Let's just somehow make it to this playing game without them, and then if you do we'll revisit that.
If you're in a playing game, you got to have all hands on deck. I mean, it's life or death.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're both going to be there, but just stay out of the playing game. Like that already, that is terrifying to me. And like I said, if God forbid they play against the Warriors, like Curry might just drop like 65 points on them and they lose, and that's it. I don't want to see that. I don't want to entertain that possibility. So I'm going to choose to move past that. But they're doing the right things right now, as of today. You know what? We move on to another day.
I mean, so for the 7 and 8 seed, they just have to win one game, and 9 and 10 have to win 2. So pretty much rotate and take different spots.
Yeah. So the loser of 7-8 plays the winner of 9-10.
Okay. So the winner of 7-8 either maintains the 7 seed or
gets the 7 seed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Also, smash cut to Connor in the other room. Get down. I don't know what he's doing. I don't want to know.
He's ripping whatever he get his paws on.
He's ripping.
As long as it's not the other dog. As long as it's not Kylie, we're good. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna try and finish up whatever is coming here.
Whatever is being consecrated there, please.
Whatever it is that
take your time.
But just for the record, Landon, I blame you for this.
Well, I mean,
always
that's fair. I think that's fair.
Always Landon's fault.
And of course, Curtis Fletch.
There he goes. The Canada Steak Burger Celebrity Hotline. Also, very good audio on the flush. I like that.
Oh man,
I can't even engineer at heart, so I like the clear audio on the flush.
Oh, it's nice. The audio is nice. I was gonna say what has the show become, but that just sums up our show too well. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here you are with us. But and also, yes, big fans of NCAA
Massive.
14.
Yes.
It's coming back in some form that we don't know yet because it's very veiled. But college football is coming back in video game form. Thank God.
In POG form.
In POG, yeah. Who doesn't like POGs?
But yes, we are.
As we move on, before we get to the schedule release, a couple baseball notes I want to get to. That's probably justified to fire up a side piece intro. right, first things first. Tatis, yes, does in fact have the Rona.
He has the Rona.
If I get the Rona, also Blake Snell, current Padre, but I guess it's best to get this out of the way early on in the season. The division is kind of a free-for-all right now. The Giants are leading the division. Like, does anyone believe?
Games.
Yeah. Does anyone believe that's going to continue? No.
No.
The Dodgers are sucking. Padres should be up there as well. They're not. And kind of weird, though, similar to the Turner situation in the World Series last year. Hosmer got removed from the game during the game last night due to contact tracing. Will Myers also out. So we'll see. It could be like a 2-week, I guess, IL for these guys, but just kind of weird, but also kind of like sort of a reminder. Like, yes, you can still get the Rona. Don't be playing games out there.
Yeah, just like you said, really weird. It's been a weird ass season for Tatis. Like, he signs the massive deal, doesn't play well, gets hurt, comes back, plays well against the Dodgers, doesn't really play well against anybody else. He plays well against the Dodgers. He leads the league in errors despite missing half the season, and now this happens. It's just been a hell of a start to that 13, 14-year deal he just signed.
He's all action. I respect that. Like,
he is. That's true.
Anything good or bad is going to go through Tatis. And even with a twice dislocated shoulder, still hitting bombs out there. And as Tyler pointed out, seems to really rake, in particular, against the Dodgers, which is annoying for me. But actually, both of these teams really only play their best against each other, it feels like. Other than that, they just suck all the time. And it's very annoying. But knock it out early in the season. And, hopefully get these guys back healthy. No long-term.
To answer that, Nick, it is up to the players to get vaccinated, although the MLB did give teams like some special benefit if like at least 85% of their team gets vaccinated. But it's still up to the players at this point in time.
We will see where this goes. Profar and Mateo, I was going to be honest, like, not huge losses. I think Profar is a good clubhouse guy and good defensively. But, yeah, exactly. Just kind of a liability at the plate at this point anyway. I mean, he was super hyped when he came in the league, but that has never really materialized. Tatis, we know he can do everything. But, yes, this year the errors have been kind of concerning. We'll see where it goes from here. But I guess, the silver lining Padre fans, get this out of the way now, and then, while the division is still kind of muddled up and you're not really far out of it. So if he has to sit out for a while, he has to sit out. But he will be back. I'm assuming, he's young and healthy enough to recover. So.
Yeah, I think they'll just like the Dodgers. Neither team is playing great, but I think they'll both be fine. And yeah, like you said, there's no way the Giants are going to keep up what they're doing. So I think everybody will be fine there.
And as CEO Nick always points out when it comes to Tatis, look, he doesn't live at the Gucci store at the Fashion Valley Mall. Like, you
don't know that? You don't know that?
Well, maybe that's where he got it. I don't know. I do not know that for a fact. I have not seen him there, but I think he's going to be fine. So, everyone just calm down. Yes, you can still be infected with the COVID, with the Rona. Just, let's pump the brakes and not freak out. Yes. Thank you, Cease. Errors never got in our way.
That is the truth. Errors are our way of life on this show.
That's just how we roll. One other baseball sort of oddity, I don't know, it seems to come up a lot recently, but now they're down to one team. And the A's have officially been advised by Major League Baseball to look at moving to another city, location, whatever it is, if the Howard Terminal Stadium is not approved. This is like an ongoing thing. The A's, thank you, Barron, are my second team. Thank you, or maybe not thank you. I don't know. It's a life of pain.
Yes.
It's a life of pain.
Yeah.
But I love the A's. I love actually all Oakland sports teams. But
Oakland sports team
now. And a couple things on this. This has been an ongoing battle. I'm sure we'll get the Baron in the comments here. I don't know if they really have a place to pick up and move to, because not exactly like the NFL, but pretty much wherever you're going to go, it's like they build the stadium. Like, you have to have a stadium to go there. So that might, keep them in the Coliseum for a little bit. But one of my favorite things that I did see come out of this is Councilman Marshawn Lynch back in 2018, when it was clear, like, the Raiders were already leaving. The Warriors were going to San Francisco, across the bay. And he dropped this gem in a city council meeting. Best not lose the A's. And I like the appreciate it at the end. And for those that do not know, he's a gentleman. What I will say about Marshawn Lynch, I loved him as a player. I'm happy that he had a couple years on the Raiders. He actually prolonged his career just because he wanted to play for the Oakland Raiders and not, before he knew they were going to leave. Marshawn Lynch is like Oakland if it was one person. Like, if it was distilled into a man, that man is Marshawn Lynch. Everything about it. You could see him here, I believe, throwing out the first pitch at an A's game. But, I mean, just look at that.
Man.
You're staring down the face of death right there.
Yep.
Marshawn Lynch is one of, if not the most entertaining athletes I have come across in the last, I would say, like 15, 20 years. But, and, always a good time to bring up any kind of Marshawn Lynch swag. This is my favorite video clip ever of Marshawn Lynch.
If you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't going to be able to take that over and 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 over again. They just not going to want that.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face. Then you don't have to worry about them no more.
Look, honestly, if you can't take inspiration from that, that's one of the best metaphors just in life in general. Like, run through somebody's face. They're not going to want it. Just, they're not going to want it like that.
I want to see put that up on like a painting, like next to live, laugh, love, like something like that. Just run through a motherfucker's face.
Yes, I would like to see that on Etsy or Pinterest. Like somebody, a very nice, like scrolled out,
like crocheted or
motherfucker
something like.
face. Yeah. Then you got to worry about no one. Marshawn is the god. But we will see. Everything moves kind of slow, especially when it comes to the A's and the Coliseum. I don't know where they have to go. Like the Baron pointed out, Las Vegas A's could happen.
So Las Vegas is currently the A's affiliate. The other thing is Las Vegas, the city of Vegas also just built a new stadium, but it is like nowhere like big enough to like MLB stadium. So I don't know what would happen there. I think it only seats like 10,000, and there's like, I'm sure MLB has minimum requirements for their stadium. So I don't know how that would work out, but it's logical. I mean, sure, Vegas, sure, why not?
Look, Vegas, they have the money. They put up a stadium. They put up a building, a hotel, giant Ferris wheel. They're doing it like overnight. But so they could get it together and do it. I don't want to see the last team leave Oakland. I thought it was kind of bizarre that they had 3 pro teams, all major league teams, when San Diego had 2 and then 1. But it just goes to show, like, Oakland, that's the town. Like, you know, I think keep the A's in Oakland if at all possible. That's where I feel.
Yeah, I mean, look, I say, unless they go to either Montreal, I wouldn't mind seeing Montreal back, or move the A's to Mexico City. Let's see some real, let's see a real home run ballpark.
Mexico City, yes, at elevation, balls will be flying out of there. Home run derby, Mexico City, 2024. Book it.
Yeah, I'd say that if they're gonna leave, that's where I want them to go.
So we will see where that goes. One other update, actually 2 more things. So the first thing, as we let you know, the controversy continues. Medina Spirit is slated to race in the Preakness coming up this weekend. And the Maryland, whatever, athletic commission said, we're going to do our own testing. We're going to make this happen. But also, it's pretty much just like no one's going to watch if this horse is not in the race. He is absolutely jacked. Total unit. Look at this guy. But Bob Baffert, after coming out with a very hardline stance, like I had nothing to do with it, I had no idea, which kind of just seemed like smoke and mirrors. Well, now Bob Baffert is walking it back. So he has now had, well, I think 4 or 5 high-profile horses have some kind of drug controversy. Yes, and then he released a statement today, or I didn't know, but I guess I did know, but I should have known, but I don't know. Like,
I don't know, I don't know,
I don't know. Huh? It's the horses they run.
He suddenly became an Italian stereotype while talking about that. He became Roberto Benigni.
I don't know. Yes, the new trainer, Rob Rafford. We will look forward to him making his very good impact on the sport, I'm sure. But they talked about it on Dan Patrick's show today, like horse racing in the public consciousness, like it's kind of marginalized outside of the Triple Crown races. So like the fact that people are talking about it, is that good or is that bad? Like all press is good press. But I think in this case, it's probably bad press. Like if the Kentucky Derby winner gets disqualified, it's probably just not good for the sport in general.
Yeah, I mean the Triple Crown is purely contingent on, at least as far as viewers go, it's purely contingent on one horse possibly getting the Triple Crown. I mean, like you said, the Preakness, they want to advertise, hey, guess what? The Derby winner's here, so they got that going. And the Belmont, I almost always feel bad for them because it's like if one horse doesn't win the first 2 legs, nobody watches the Belmont. Nobody cares about it. So
yeah.
I mean, it is kind of, they said like, yeah, we'll allow, this horse, and I think it was like 3 or 4 other Baffert's horses. We'll allow them to race, but it'll be, additional testing, additional observation, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, I guess it was never really questioned, just for viewership's sake, that they were going to let Medina Spirit race this weekend.
I guess the other thing I would say is like, maybe just test them before so we don't get to this situation. Like right before the race, take the test there. If there was something, untowards, they don't race. But now it's like a huge black eye for horse racing. And I guess, again, people are talking about it, but it's definitely kind of embarrassing for a sport that really only occupies the American consciousness for, these 3 races, really, like in general. So kind of an awkward look for them.
Yeah, it is, but yes, just not fair to the horse. Just not fair to the horse. That's all.
It's a shame.
But
It's a shame.
I mean, I'm sure they're just gonna get swept under the rug, and if Medina Spirit wins this weekend, then they'll just go full bore advertising on can this horse win the Triple Crown? And if Medina Spirit loses this weekend, then nobody will care. They won't advertise the Belmont at all anyway. So I think in the end,
Honestly,
it's just gonna get swept under.
I've been thinking about that. If he does win, like, I feel like the scrutiny is going to be more. Like, it will be a bigger story, more people talking about it that don't normally care about horse racing. But if he does win, it's just going to be like, but he did have that steroid thing. I mean, look how swole he is. Uh, it's awkward situation. I mean, they're letting him race. I get it because you want people to actually watch on TV and bet on it. But I don't know if it's better or worse if he does end up winning this race.
Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, we'll see what the viewership numbers look like for Saturday because yeah, it is a question of is America going to tune in or are they going to be morally objective, morally objected to a jacked up horse,
Dude,
jacked up
he's
horse
swole.
racing?
He is swole. The
Oh, he's
pecs.
built. He's thick. He's thick.
He's built out. I mean, a brick shithouse. Look at this
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
Absolute unit. So we'll see on that. I do love gambling, of course, and horse racing is the sport of kings. But we'll see what happens. Last thing before we get into the very much built up and then anticlimactic NFL schedule release.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown out for the season with a wrist injury. A favorite of the program when he was in the bubble because of his constant trolling of pretty much everyone that he was around. I don't know if you remember the video, but I have to play it again because I love it.
He want to talk about me. Look at him. Creeping ass. Look at you. Look at you, bro. Talk about me fucking. I've seen you 5 times in the span of 30 minutes. Get out of here, bro.
The flex kills me every time. With your creeping ass. Just like pop up over the wall. What's up? I'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah. But big blow for the Celtics as they are kind of really plummeting down the Eastern Conference.
Limping. They are limping hard.
Standings. I'm not going to feel bad for the Celtics because I hate them, but we'll see what happens with that. Look, Lakers, same boat. We're just hanging on.
Yeah.
Like, just stay out of the playing game, please, for the love of God, please. But
I think both teams are currently sitting 7th right now in their respective conferences. So yeah, looking tough for 2 historical franchises.
It is getting tight. But I saw too. I don't know who said it, but would you take the Nets or Lakers or the field right now? I'd kind of take the field. Like,
I think I lean field.
I would go field. Like, I don't know what the odds are looking like out there, but the Nets, you don't know what's going to show up. Like, a little bit less injured, yes, but they all haven't played together.
Right.
The Lakers are just like taped together at this point until LeBron comes back. And then who knows in what shape he's going to come back. We'll see. Yeah. Jaime the Greek agrees. The field. I'm taking the field right there.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say, it's, just really, really thinking about it. And I guess it all depends. Like, is Harden even back? Is he still, like, kind of limping around? I don't even know what his situation is. Like, if he's back, maybe I lean towards the Nets, but I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chat, can somebody let me know? Because I can't hear Roddy. Can somebody let me know if this is a Roddy thing or a me thing? Oh, no. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh boy! Once again, at least it's not me. I feel a little bit better knowing it's not me. It's Ronnie's deal. But let me try something real quick here. Ronnie, say something. Nope, still nothing. Still nothing. Ronnie, get your equipment together, man. This is fucking embarrassing. But yes, so we will get. We'll just go ahead and continue. I know Ronnie was going to get into the NFL schedule here. I'll just go ahead and start. I'll pull up my Chargers here, kind of go up with the schedule. Week 2, big game there. We can see against the Cowboys. I'm sure if Justin was here, he'd like to talk a little bit about that. I know Jaime, you're a Dallas fan too, so maybe you want to talk on that. But that'll be a pretty big game. Of course, first game for the Chargers with the crowd in their quote home in quote stadium, the rented stadium. Interesting one there. Of course, week 4 matchup against the Raiders as well. That'll be interesting between me and Ronnie here. All in all, not a terrible schedule, not a great schedule. It's just really, yes, there we go. Yes, all Donovan's fault for this technical sabotage. Absolutely. But all in all, not a bad schedule, not a great schedule. Of course, it sucks playing the Chiefs twice. That's not fun. Denver, we'll see how they turn out. I mean, look, they've got a lot of great players. They just don't have a quarterback. If they get a quarterback figured out, then I would be definitely concerned with them. Looking at that last week of the season, too, that week 18 against the Raiders, I don't know, Ronnie and I were talking about maybe going with that because we figure both of our teams will be eliminated by then. So that should be cheap and stress-free on our end. But all in all, like I said, not a terrible schedule, not a great schedule. Get a couple key dates on there. Let's see here. Now we'll go to. Actually, I'll save the Raiders schedule for when Ronnie gets here, although I think it's probably going to look very similar to the Chargers. Here we got the Thursday night football matchups. You see there starting week 2. Well, actually, I guess it starts technically week 1 with the Dallas and Tampa matchup, but they just didn't list it on the official Tuesday night lineup. But yeah, so you see it starts there week 2. Knicks Giants taking on a football team located in Washington. Not too many games that really jump out at me. I mean, week 8 Packers at Cardinals could be interesting. Just depending on how if the Cardinals can keep their stuff together and just what the situation with Green Bay is going to be, if Rodgers will be there or not. Week 10, that's a good matchup there, Baltimore and Miami. I think that's actually going to be a really fun matchup. We'll see if Miami can continue the trend they had last year, really showing up. Week 11, got a Super Bowl rematch there. God bless the Falcons if they blow another lead again in that one. Let's see here. Any other interesting ones? Week 16, week 15, not looking forward to that one. Chiefs beating up the Chargers on a national level. So some okay Thursday night matchups, although Thursday is always like the weird night. Some games actually turn out to be really good. Some games turn out to be really bad. So you never really know what you're going to get with Thursday. Then we have, let's see, Jaime has given us his picks here. Oh, we have sound. We have sound.
Yes, I am back.
What is going on over there?
I don't know. I'm upset. I'm very upset. But I am back. But by the grace of God. So I return to you. I see Jaime the Greek is laying in multiple picks.
Laying in all his Thursday night picks for the year.
Thursday night Stone Cold Stunners.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I kind of want to get into this. So Giants over Washington. I don't know, bro. Give me the football team. The defense is real.
Look, a football team is going to win that game. It's just a question of, is it the football team?
The football team or another football team? We do not know. Yeah. This is credit to Jaime. Deep cut. Because if we're looking at Panthers, Texans, you are an absolute degenerate.
I also love the idea. I also love that he's picking these several months before the season even starts. just laying it out there early. Just setting that early line.
Respect. I mean, that's a guy that is going after my own heart. That is a guy I cannot deny. So shout out to Jaime, getting active in the comments. So he is going Panthers over Texans for whatever that's worth. Bengals over Jags, again, whatever that is worth. I don't know. All right, now week 5, we get to like a kind of a tasty one. Rams, Seahawks. He's got Rams over Seattle. Yeah, Bucks over Philly. I mean, come on. Let's just be real. Sorry, Amanda. What do we got here? Oh, you got nothing for the Broncos game, Jaime? Come on. Give me the Browns. I'm taking the Browns. I'll speak for you.
Undecided on that one. What's the line?
No, he got Broncos over Browns. So there it is. He's coming in.
There we go.
Broncos over Browns. Some of these, God, Thursday, man. Like Jets, Colts, week 9. It's just going to be, wow. Like, welcome back to the NFL. And you know I will watch it. Like, that's how sad it is. They know that you will watch it, and I will watch it.
Yeah. Some of the matchup choices just a giant middle finger. They're like, yeah, screw you. We know you're going to watch this.
What else are you going to watch? Suck it. Signed, the NFL. Yeah, Packers, Cardinals, week 8. Awesome. Maybe with or without Aaron Rodgers. We don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's hosting Jeopardy by then. Baltimore Dolphins. That actually could be tasty by week 10. We'll see.
That's a good one.
Patriots, Falcons. Dude, I'm looking at this, and there's a couple. You know, they give you like 4 a year that are actually like games you want to watch. And that's pretty much what I see in this. But Thursday night.
But I was saying before you jumped on, like the weird thing is like some of these Thursday night games like turn out to be really good when you don't expect them to.
Actually, yeah, it's kind of like some of those fight nights in the UFC. You know, you're not really coming in with high hopes, and then you get a good game. I don't know how much of that is just like thirst for seeing professionals do it. You know, it's the only one going. But some of them, yes, I will agree. For the most part, do end up kind of providing some entertainment.
Either because the game turns out really good or the game turns out so bad that it's good.
So bad that it's good. Yeah. So there is something to be said for that. But yes, Thursday Night Football is back. Thankfully, the Raiders are not on there playing the Chargers. Woo! I still have PTSD. Yeah, that was bad. That was so bad.
It was so ugly.
Just look, honestly, a lot of Charger fans have been trolling me about Trayvon. He's their best quarterback, honestly. Let's just be real. He just had a bad night. It was a bad night, and I was like, please, just let him go to the bench. Like, he's in his own head. It's bad. It's getting worse. It's not going to get better. And then, yes, obviously, like, they kept him out there, and the Chargers just kept throwing at him. I think he was responsible for, like, 300 yards, like, by himself in that game. It was so bad.
Right. Ronnie, I'm going to call BS on your story. You said a lot of Chargers fans is calling out on you. I can tell you right now there are not a lot of Chargers fans. So I'm calling BS on your story.
There are some that choose to self-identify as a Charger fan.
There are literally dozens of us.
Dozens upon dozens. As we swerve over to Sunday Night Football, this is really like what Monday Night Football used to be. Yeah. So these are the marquee games. I mean, Bears, take that as you will. But then to go Chiefs, Ravens, pretty tasty. Packers, 49ers. It certainly seems like Aaron Rodgers will not be playing for the 49ers and may not be playing for the Packers at that point. So we'll see.
It's true.
But week 3, so, you know, some blood there. Bucks, Patriots. Gotta love that. I mean, how many shots of salty Belichick are we going to see on the sideline? Over, under 20? I'm taking the over.
Oh, hammer the over on that one.
Hammer that. That is
unless they just keep the camera on him the entire time, so it's one continuous.
I think, yeah, there's going to be a floating cam, just like Belichick cam. But again, entertainment purposes. Please,
believe that.
I cannot be responsible for any betting mishaps. Bills, jeez, I love that one. I really love that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Bills kind of got rolled up on in the was that the AFC Championship game or the game before?
This year was the AFC Championship game.
So I think the Bills are right there, ready to just to take that next step. Allen has shown that he is up for it. He's ready to be that guy. I think that is your guy, obviously. Defense, always great in Buffalo. The Chiefs, we know what they're all about. They can put up points on anyone. So that one probably is the best one out of the first 5 weeks. I don't know what's going on siren-wise outside, so I apologize. But, hey, City Heights, we about that action.
There you go.
Seahawks Steelers, just kind of, to me, I'll watch this to laugh because I think it's two teams very much on the decline that I hate. So I will watch that just to revel in the misery of seeing.
Who are you gonna bet on? Who are you gonna bet on for that one?
Man,
the fact that you didn't automatically say not the Steelers surprises me.
I don't want to bet on either of them. You know what? I'm going for the NFL tie. Sunday night, ruin everyone's plans on a Sunday night football game. We get a tie. Overtime, no score.
I love it.
Colts, 49ers, whatever. Cowboys always move the needle on Sunday night. Against the freaking Vikings, though. They're not that good. Titans, Rams. Okay. All right. I get it. It's actually pretty solid.
I'm a Derrick Henry fan, so I'll watch that.
I'm a Derrick Henry fan, and I'm a Rams defense fan. As you know, I'm a McVay hater, but, they're still capable.
Yeah.
Week 10. That brings us to Week 10. I don't know. The Raiders, look, they seem to play the Chiefs very tough. I don't know. I don't know this year. I don't know. So we'll see. TBD. You see Week 16 TBD? For me, Week 10 TBD. How I feel about that. We'll get there when we get there. Steelers, Chargers, Week 11. How you feel about that?
Considering Big Ben can't throw the ball 10 yards, I should feel good about that. But look, we all know the history of the Chargers. The Chargers love to charger. They love to find ways to lose games that they should win. So I can't call it. Shout out Kai. I can't call it.
I can't call it. And I love Week 12, Browns-Ravens, because
that's good.
You got to think at that point it's going to be very serious for both teams. And, that AFC North is just always brutal.
It's the Norris division.
We do make Norris division. We do make a lot of jokes at the Steelers' expense, deservedly so, on this program. But everyone in that division always seems to get after it. So I'm not going to – I think that's going to be a very good game late in the season. Both teams need it probably. I think that's going to be one to watch. And even moving to 13, San Francisco Seahawks, always pretty contentious when they get together. I don't know, who knows if Jimmy G is still standing at that point.
It's the Trey Lance show at that point in time.
Exactly. Also, three for the 49ers. We get 3 Sunday night games. All right, cool. But whatever. Bears-Packers, classic rivalry. We'll see who is on either of those teams at that point. Saints-Bucks, gotta like to see that. Like I said, they build this up to where this is what Monday Night Football used to be. So you will get some kind of tasty games there. And then football team and Dallas could be important for both. Again, who wants to get that 6th win of the season?
And Heineke goes for 180 passing yards, but 200 rushing yards that game.
Dude, he's a warrior. I love that guy. And then you run it back with the Packers, and then TBD, the dreaded flex in Week 18. So
Flex
we
for
will
the
see.
final week, yeah.
Actually, Jaime calling it right now. Bengals make the TBA game.
Ooh, okay.
Bold, but I like it.
That would insinuate they're in a heavily influenced playoff game. They always flex that. That is the last week of the season, and it's always like the biggest playoff games flex for Sunday night.
And real quick before we get out of here, I know I must address it. Yes, the Raiders schedule. I feel like they will, to spite me, beat the Ravens. Monday Night Football opening week. Everyone gets false hopes, as is very much tradition. Steelers probably could beat them. Dolphins definitely won't beat them. Chargers will probably beat their ass. The Bears, we could take the Bears. I hate the Broncos. They'll beat the Broncos. Eagles, Lord willing, maybe, could possibly be going there. Week 8.
Ooh.
My week of the season, Week 8, the bye. They cannot
The bye
lose on
week.
Week 8.
Yep.
I think we got the Giants. Sorry, Nick. Chiefs, I don't know, man. I don't know if they can recapture that magic that they seem to have against them in the last season. Bengals, all right, cool. Woo! Cowboys. That is going to be the most rowdiest possible situation that you could ever imagine.
Thanksgiving game at Dallas.
Thanksgiving. But I know the nation will mob up and be there. Football team, I feel like we're going to lose that game. Chiefs, if they hang with them in one, they're going to lose the other one easily. Browns, we could take the Browns, maybe. Broncos, again, and then Colts. I don't know, dude. Raiders, I'm just not – I can never be excited. I'm too realistic to be excited about this team. It makes me so upset.
You sound like me. Well, look, maybe that's why we've been friends for so long, just because we both know our football teams are just both disappointing. You just can't ever get too excited about them.
It's like honestly, I will say this for your Chargers. They draft well. The Raiders do not draft well. Like,
they draft speed.
Every 6 years we get a guy. We get Jacobs. Cool. Awesome. And then Waller comes out of rehab. He's our best player now. Dude, that's what we're dealing with. The Chargers actually can draft. So and also awesome. We got Casey Hayward. Sweet. Cool. Is that going to be good? Probably not. Probably going to be terrible.
I can tell you from experience, no, it won't be.
No, it will not. All right. So there you have it, folks. It will not be good for the Raider fans out there, including myself. But that's what we're looking at. I was just sort of, again, reveling in the joy that the NFL got swooped on their own schedule reveal party because everyone just started sending out the schedule. All the teams. I saw, Texans official account, hey, here's the schedule. Jaguars, yeah. And then I think, what's the guy's name? Weish. Not Sam Weish, but the beat writer. He was like, hey, so what happened to this? We're not going to leak the schedule. And, of course, it got leaked. But
it's like the NCAA tournament a few years ago where they try to do the selection show really slowly, announce one participant, break it down, and then finally somebody just screw this and just leak the whole bracket.
Immediately. No, I got it. There it is. Real quick, too, before we get out of here, thank you guys for joining us. It's a light Wednesday, but, schedule reveal day. So who's not hyped about that?
It's a technical difficulty Wednesday as well.
And that. I apologize. I don't know what happened.
It's weird. Whatever.
Did have a holstered this freaking guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a carryover from Monday, so I do want to play this for you now. But, yeah, the thirst is real. That's my favorite one.
Man's got needs. Man's got needs.
The Photoshop from RT is my favorite one because they just built it up so much. But yes, at some point, you might be so thirsty for nudes that you will give up national secrets, and that is treason, bro.
Hey, look, like I said, maybe he already knew he was going to go. You know, maybe he already did something else treasonous. Knew he was going to get caught, so he's like, you know what, man, I'm just going to make this worth it. Last chance I'm going to have to see something. Make it worth it. Let's go.
How hard is it to find nudes on the internet? Like, you don't got to go back and forth in the DMs.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Nope.
This
can't do it. Can't find him
will
anywhere.
compromise national security in the quest for nudes. Pretty shameful. Pretty shameful.
Look,
it makes me feel better as a loyal fan. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you, man's got needs. Man's got needs. You can't control it. When that hurts your heads, you can't control it.
Gotta eat. I get it. But, to the extent of national security, maybe we chill it out a little bit, bro. But, yes, that freaking guy is, I believe, now in custody because he compromised national security, DMing, texting, whatever it was, to get nudes. The thirst trap is real. You saw the caption.
Look, it happens to every man, a few times in his life where he just sees a woman so fine. You're like, dude, I would compromise my nation's security just to get a peek. It happened.
Yeah.
Look, who hasn't been? Which of us haven't been there? Come on.
Look, myself, I'm a patriot, sir. I will never do that. But I get it. I get it. The thirst is real. He's, it was a bad decision, but now he's in jail.
Was it? Was it?
I don't know.
Seen the nudes? Was it?
I mean, I have not seen the nudes, so maybe it was worth it. He died like a G. I don't know. In whatever Indian prison that he will remain in for the rest of his life, maybe it was worth it. I don't know. But God bless him. That's all I can say. Sorry for the audio issues. I do not know what happened with that. But thank you guys for joining, commenting. Thank you, CEO Nick, for the call-in at the beginning. And thank you as well, always, Tyler, for going on this venture with us on a light Wednesday.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with us here on Wednesday. I also did want to give a shout-out. I did forget this comment earlier. I saw it. Meant to give a shout-out to our guy, Sippy, doing streams of NCAA 14. So if you're a big fan of the games like we are, check them out Fridays.
Southern Miss to the top, baby.
There you go. Taking the Golden Eagles at the top. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for sticking with us. We'll be back here on Friday. Hopefully have a little more action for you here. I'm sure we'll be previewing the Preakness. There's UFC pay-per-view this weekend. Vacant title online. We got that. Basketball and hockey, playoff time is right around the corner. So we'll probably have some stuff on that. So we'll have more for you on Friday. But thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys. You know the drill. Keep the fire.
Keep that fire. Thank you, Jaime. Checking in.
At the buzzer.